Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist. He was a master of the mind. In moments where most people would tense up, get nervous, or panic, Bruce stayed as calm as still water. How did he do it? What gave him this seemingly unbreakable calmness under pressure? Today we're diving deep into Bruce Lee's philosophy on staying calm, his mental techniques, and the unique ways he controlled his emotions. Whether in the middle of a fight or facing life's challenges, Bruce's approach shows us that true strength isn't just physical, it's also mental. By the end of this video, you'll see why Bruce believed that a calm mind is his sharpest weapon. 1. Understanding calmness as a weapon. For Bruce, calmness wasn't just about feeling peaceful. It was a deliberate tool, a secret weapon that gave him a crucial edge. He understood that in combat, a calm mind reacts faster, is more aware, and less likely to make mistakes. Instead of letting anger or fear control him, he trained his mind to see calmness as his greatest ally. This helped him focus solely on the fight, tuning out everything else. In Bruce's words, calmness is mastery. Self-control is true strength. With a calm mind, he could think clearly, respond accurately, and maintain his balance, both mentally and physically. It wasn't that he didn't feel fear or excitement, but he learned to control it, channeling his energy where it mattered most. The power of breathing techniques. One of Bruce Lee's most powerful tools for staying calm was his control over his breath. For Bruce, breathing was more than just a physical need. It was a mental anchor. By focusing on slow, controlled breaths, he could bring his heart rate down and calm his mind even when facing a challenging situation. Bruce knew that fast, shallow breathing triggered anxiety and tension, so he trained himself to breathe deeply and rhythmically, especially during intense moments. This technique allowed him to keep a steady rhythm, slowing down his thoughts and centering his focus. Bruce saw breathing as a direct way to calm the mind, believing that when he controlled his breath, he controlled his emotions. This foundation in breathing was his secret to remaining composed, no matter what his opponent threw at him. 3. Mental training and visualization. Bruce believed that any fight or even any challenge is first won in the mind. He dedicated countless hours to mentally preparing himself, using visualization techniques to simulate combat scenarios before they even happened. In his mind, he'd visualize himself staying calm, reacting efficiently, and staying one step ahead of his opponent. This practice prepared him for the unexpected, allowing him to feel as if he had already been there when it happened in real life. By visualizing, he trained his mind to face challenges calmly and confidently, removing any sense of shock or panic. This mental rehearsal helped him feel prepared, focused, and in control. Bruce often said, "As you think, so shall you become," showing us that his calm in combat began with his ability to create a clear vision of his own success. 4. Practicing non-attachment to outcomes. One of Bruce Lee's more advanced philosophies for staying calm was the concept of non-attachment. This meant letting go of the need to win or the fear of losing and focusing only on the moment itself. Bruce trained himself not to get attached to outcomes, good or bad. This wasn't easy, but it gave him immense freedom from anxiety or fear. When he wasn't fixated on a particular outcome, he could fully immerse himself in the present, reacting naturally instead of worrying about what might happen next. By releasing himself from the pressure to win or avoid losing, he freed his mind from distractions. To Bruce, non-attachment wasn't a lack of motivation. It was a way to channel his motivation more purely, unclouded by unnecessary fears or expectations. 5. Using movement as meditation. For Bruce Lee, movement wasn't just about technique or power, it was also about meditation. He believed that each move, punch, and stance could bring him closer to a meditative state where his mind was at peace even as his body was in action. This focus on movement as meditation helped Bruce stay calm, even in the intensity of combat. By immersing himself in each motion, he reached a state of flow, a kind of zone where his mind was silent and his instincts were heightened. This approach allowed Bruce to respond quickly, not overthinking his moves, but trusting his body's reaction. He saw fighting as a dance, a rhythm he could lose himself in, making his mind almost as fluid as his movements. In the end, meditation through movement made him a formidable opponent.